Hey guys, some more thoughts on the Fender Standard Series. So this is a guitar line that Fender has moved to Indonesia to exploit cheap labor over there. And people are jokingly calling it Fender by Squire and saying that, they're not even as good as Squires. So I've yet to play one. I really want to play one. I've read and watched lots of reviews. I'm excited to try one out. Most of the reviews are not good. If you know Ryan's channel over at 60 Cycle Hum, he did a really great review. You should go check it out. Him and his buddy it was at 40 Watt World. I can't remember the guy he works with, but really great review. But what I can tell you about these guitars is any adults with money, like if you're an adult and you have money, you're going Player Series 2 or higher and you're not dealing with these. These are teenage guitars, and it's the teenagers coming out of the woodwork to defend them with their well-researched comments about Indonesia and the manufacturing processes of guitars. So if I've done, let's say I've done 12 written and video reviews that I've watched and read, I've not found a good review yet, but the teenagers are coming out of the woodwork to defend them. Red Shawls was sort of not Red Shawl, Landon Bailey's was sort of a neutral review, and Ryan's was, he was trying to figure out who these are for. At the end, he's just like, well, this is what they're doing and this is why they're doing it. And I don't think this has anything to do with tariffs because, these plans were laid and made pre-Trump, pre-Chinese tariffs, Canada tariffs, Mexican tariffs. But yeah, they're just making a cheap guitar over in Indonesia, slapping Fender on the headstock. And you could say, oh, they already have the Court Factory and they do Paul Reed Smith or whatever's made over there. Ibanez, there's stuff made over there already. It's, they're already making quality. Yeah, but Fender didn't move there for skilled labor. They moved there for cheap labor, right? So the comment I had made is Indonesia is not known to be a quality place, and they have, sewage everywhere, and it's power lines, and it is a third world, despite any Wikipedia going, well, actually, it's kind of not a third world anymore. It's like, well, we can pretend, right? Like we can pretend Wakanda's a real place, but it's not, is the thing, right? So if people want to say, well, actually, Indonesia's paradise is the comment I got. Indonesia's paradise. It's like, oh, is it? Is Indonesia paradise? Well, let's play opposite day and say Indonesia's paradise. So let me ask you, why did Fender set up shop in paradise? You think they strolled into paradise and they're like, this paradise is nice and everybody's happy and healthy and rich, but they're going to make guitars for us at a good wage out of the goodness of their hearts, right? I mean, we can pretend if you want, but the truth is Indonesia is very poor, and they set up shop there to exploit free labor. So, anything else you want to say about it is just not, it just is what it is. Sorry about that. But having said that, I still want to play one of these. I think maybe they could pump out some nice guitars. They got the Tele and the Strat, and I think they make a jazz bass, I think. About 5 basic models, I think, with different colors and necks. And I do want to play one. So then the other comment I seen from one of these teenage dudes, and this is not on my channel, but another one, is this Christopher Aaron 8299 says, most of the reviews are from guitar snobs that are offended by the idea of the poors owning a guitar with Fender on the headstock. Check out Landon Bailey, more reasonable than most. So I didn't see that. All the reviews I checked, I never seen these guys that are guitar snobs that are offended by the idea of the poors owning a guitar with Fender on the headstock. I've never met a person like that. So I reached out to him a couple times from a couple people did here, and he's yet to get back to us, right? It's like, well, just give us one example of that if you can, and he's not yet. And then later on in another comment, he was just like, these guitars aren't worth my time. So it's just like, geez, are you like saying one thing in one set of comments and another thing in another? But anyway, I'm worried about these guitar snobs that are offended by the idea of poors owning a guitar on that Fender or the headstock. And I would hope that it's none of my viewers that are doing this, because you can't just categorize people with poor, poors, calling people poors. that, and you want poors to own guitar with Fender on the headstock. I just hope it's not my viewers or anybody I know. Now, the poorest guy I know is my arch enemy, Butt Crack Johnny. And if anyone knows about me and Butt Crack Johnny, whenever I go downtown, he tries to throw old milkshake garbage at me, and I say, no, Butt Crack Johnny, don't throw that at me. I don't want old milkshake on me today. So, but having said that, I am not a guitar snob that doesn't want Butt Crack Johnny to own a guitar with Fender on the headstock. I mean, this is what this Christopher is saying, is most of the reviews, most of them, like how many reviews did Christopher read? 10? He read 10 reviews, and most of them were guitar snobs that are offended by the idea of the poors owning a guitar with Fender on the headstock. Well, even though he's my arch enemy, I want Butt Crack Johnny to own a guitar with Fender on the headstock. I'll even give him one here. Bloop. Okay, there. Now Butt Crack Johnny has a guitar with Fender on the headstock, and I feel good about it. I'm not prejudiced like those guitar snobs that Christopher knows about, okay? And I just don't think it's right to be prejudiced or stereotypical to pigeonhole the poors into a category such as Butt Crack Johnny. The poors want what you and I want. They want a guitar with Fender on the headstock and some 40 Old English and, probably some pepperoni, right? Just like, it's not right to think that we don't like. Now, I've never had that, but I like pepperoni and Fender guitars, and I just hate to think that there are guitar snobs out there that are offended by the idea of poors owning a guitar with Fender on the headstock. But anyway, so I'm not gonna buy Butt Crack Johnny guitar with Fender on the headstock because he'll just throw it like he throws everything. Anyway, thanks for watching.